Miss Tammy.
Yep.
With your dark glasses on.
Yep. The sun's out.
It is. All right. So just before I start this...
Well, today's date is the 20th. The 4th month, the 20th, the 22.
Yes. Yes, that's relevant because there's a scam going on Instagram on our Love My Pups official account where somebody scammed it and they're calling it Love My Pups Officials with an S on the end of it.
It's plural.
Plural.
And
They're taking
wrong.
photographs and getting money from people and all kinds of rubbish. So
Wait
just...
a minute.
Yes.
Whenever you look at it, it has our Love My Pups symbol at the top, the little pink Frenchie with Love My Pups underneath it, the little round symbol. And then underneath there, you'll notice the name says Biggie Terry. He's the scammer. You know, he's probably not using that name, but I mean, he probably has several names. But he's got like 5 or 6. There's probably more different dogs that are on there that are
Not just ours.
Not just ours. It's other breeders' dogs that are on there, and he's selling them on there. You know, taking
he's
people's
scamming-
money.
scamming on
them.
them. Scamming on them.
He's
Selling.
scamming them,
Right.
and he's saying DM me. You know, meaning to give him a text message, and he's scamming people.
I'm getting bigger on the screen. I'm getting bigger in the screen. I'm moving the
Oh, are
seat
you?
forward.
Okay.
I want my head to be bigger than yours.
But anyway, so this guy's a crook or
Yes.
girl. Take your pick.
Yes.
They're good. They learn by their mistakes. So they found out a different way to try to scam people, and this is what they're doing.
So let's just talk a few
But
seconds here about
it's called.
Yes.
His is called Love My Pups Officials.
Plural. Yes.
Plural,
S-O-N, right.
not official.
So right. So then we can talk a little bit about scamming just from then we'll get into some Q&As. So look, here's the thing, and it happens too much to people. Some of you who are listening, it's happened to you. It's a horrible experience. What happens is you get suckered into just giving somebody some money for something like a puppy or some service. And of course it never shows up, and it's just, not that you only lose the money, but the whole excitement of getting a puppy or maybe having a dog bred is just dissolved. And you lose faith in people. So here is the thing. None of these scammers will FaceTime you.
No, they won't.
They will not FaceTime you.
We do. We FaceTime.
Absolutely. So
You know that puppy's with us.
yeah, so anytime that you're buying a puppy and you're not physically going there to look at it, FaceTime. And even if you're going to go there and look at it.
Phone call. Make the phone call.
Yes,
And
right.
then we'll FaceTime. That's why there's some people that get mad because we don't want to text and they don't want to make the phone call. Well, this is a reason why, because
Text
this
everybody.
guy is scamming people
Yeah.
because he's not making that phone call
Yes.
or doing the FaceTime.
Yes, but the point here is, even if you're going to go, look, here's the other thing that can happen. No, somebody's telling you they've got a great puppy, and now you're thinking, oh, I'm going to be safe. I'm going to go there, and we're going to meet someone to pick it up. Next thing you know, you get gun stuck in your face. So,
That's a thought.
So
but I think this guy's just collecting money.
Well, we know.
laughing
Well, we
away
know that
to
it's
the
a dick,
bank,
basically. If you
he's got
excuse
a
my
bank.
French, he or she. But the point here is, be safe not only with your money, but be safe with your person. Don't let yourself up in a situation where somebody can take advantage of you, because they know either you're going to send them some money that you never see anything, or you show up with a lot of money and they stick a gun in your face.
Well, it's your hard-earned money
Yes.
that you worked hard for to get this puppy. You got the family excited. The kids are excited about getting a new puppy. And this guy is robbing you.
Yes. So here's a
Or girl.
comment from 39 seconds ago. Emily Kovacs. Instagram is corrupt. They will block freedom of speech, but not scammers and sickos.
Right.
So we're trying to get Instagram
Yeah.
to take it down, and they won't do it because
Yeah.
they say there's no infringement here. And then what they're infringing is
What's the problem, Instagram? You're not protecting us.
Yes,
Us innocent people.
Yes.
We
Right.
got proof that this
All right.
guy's a scammer.
So enough of that. Let's get on with more fun stuff.
Okay.
Graham Jenkins, big fan of a female blue reverse brindle with white boots and half white face and neck, doing my second AR this evening with a blue trimural. Any idea what I might get? Well, I mean, so, your blue brindle, that could also carry pied, since it has a white face and neck, which it sounds like. So, but anyway, doing that with a trimural, a blue trimural, well, you're going to get blue puppies, and then half blues, you get blues, blue brindles, blue brindle morals, and blue morals. That's what you're going to get. Gosham, I like these ones here. Could I get a list of everything I need to buy from my British Supply website?
You bet.
You need to buy everything. Buy one of everything. 2 of some things. Here's what you need. It really don't say exactly what you're doing here. So let's talk about what you would do if you're having a litter of puppies. So I'm going to go through the 4 things that I think that you should have from us in the order of what I think are the best things to get first and the things that you should have ultimately. Number 1, our heated whelping kit. This makes your life so much easier to have puppies. You can let mum and babies be together for the first 3 weeks of their life, and you do little of anything at all other than just making sure there's fresh water and food in there, and she gets to go out every 3 or 4 or 5 times a day to go potty. That is literally it. It works so beautifully well. So that's number 1. Get that. Absolutely. If you're not going to buy anything from us, just one thing, buy that. One of the less expensive things. Number 2 would be a portable incubator, because if you're having C-sections, you're going to the vet or from the vet, you can put the puppies in there, you can plug it into your car adapter and it works in your car, or you can plug it into your household account. It's not just a portable incubator, it is an incubator that is also portable. And this is, if you're going to be serious about having puppies, and you're going to have more than one litter, you should definitely invest in an incubator, because I promise you, there's going to be a time that you'd have saved a puppy that would not have made it without an incubator. So that gives us number 3, which is our puppy care kit. If you aren't set up with all the bits and pieces you need, go look at our puppy care kit. Just buy it. It's at $99, and it's got all the bits and pieces of things that you will need in your next wonderful litter that you're going to have. It's got scales, it's got feeding tubes, which you can't hardly buy anywhere. It's got feeding bottles, it's got goat's milk, it's got stethoscopes, it's got things to look in ears, it's got hemostats, it's got scissors, it's got thermometers. It's all in there. It's just you couldn't buy all that stuff. If you're going to go buy it, it costs you quite a bit more than $100. All right, oxygen concentrator. Oxygen concentrator is something that will make oxygen out of the air, and if you've got a puppy that's in trouble and having respiratory problems, puppies we need 3 things really to survive, and that is oxygen, an incubator, and feeding tubes. So get the oxygen concentrator. So you can run up a pretty good bill if you get all that stuff. And what are we looking at? We're looking at about 5, 6, 7, 7,
well, when
8.
You're saying a pretty good bill.
Well, $1,000.
But it saves you to save puppies. You're saving puppies.
Yeah. No. I'm not meaning that it's not worth getting. No,
right.
Absolutely no. No, look, I can tell you this: the heartache alone of losing a puppy is worth sending $1,000. Even if it's just going to be a pet for somebody. Yeah. It's horrible when you lose a puppy. Yeah. It's no fun. Never want to go through it, and doesn't mean you're going to limit that from happening, but you can make a dramatic difference between that happening and not happening. So there's that. So that's if you are the things that you should have if you're breeding. Now, what if you are going to be doing stud work? Well, let's just talk about the breeding for a moment. There's some other things in there that you should have are test kits. Pregnancy test kit. It's I think $79 for 5 tests. It might be a bit more than that now. But basically, with a simple blood test, within a few minutes, you know if your dog's pregnant. Saves a ton of money, yes.
Did you remember the puppy care kit?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So we've got brucellosis tests. We've got parvo tests. We've got giardia tests.
Oh, not coccidia.
So all of those things are relevant, especially the giardia test, because that's quite a common thing for puppies to get. And it's so much more reliable and accurate to do a giardia test than go and do a fecal exam, which is going to cost you $50 to $100 to go do it at your vet. And you can do this yourself with no special equipment in minutes, with no skill set about doing this before. And I think that one's like $79 for 5 tests. So you're looking at spending $15 a test or something. So that's nice. Right. So now we're back to if you're studying, what should you have? Well, if you are breeding or studying, the progesterone testing machine will save you time, money, expense, the risk of going to the vet where there are sick animals, and you go get progesterone tests in 15 minutes for about $9 a test after you've bought the machine. By the time you've bought the machine, a box of test kits, and a centrifuge, you've got about $3,000 in that, a shade under that, but that's something else that I would recommend. And then after that, we have got products that are to do with actual physically getting dogs pregnant. We've got AI devices, we've got AI rods, we've got blood collation kits, we've got a shipping system called Shipmate. Those are all things that are very good for getting dogs pregnant. So there's a long-winded answer to a very quick question. Wide Z. Good morning. My female is on day 7, still bleeding. Should I take her in for a progesterone test today? Yes, you should. So we recommend that the first progesterone test should be done around day 6 or 7. If your dog starts to drop blood and it's pretty red and then it all of a sudden goes light, you should go sooner. Most dogs get bred between day 11 and 13 approximately, so you don't want to be in a situation. Some dogs get bred as early as day 8 or 9. That's why we say day 7, 6 or 7.
Remember, every dog is different, just like every human being is different.
Yep, that's right. Annette Oliver, how long does the tube stay on his ear? We're talking about fixing a blood hematoma in a dog's ear that's puffed up like crazy.
As long as it takes to clear it up.
Yep, you've drained the ear, you've put the tube in there, you've wrapped it around it so it's tightly around the tube so it doesn't fill back up with blood. And how long do you leave it on there? Well, the answer is, I would leave it on there for at least a week. And after that time, you probably find it's going to come off anyway, and then look and see whether the ear is filling back up with blood. If it is, you're going to have to put it back on, or you're going to have to drain it and put it back on.
Be consistent about it.
Yep. How often do you guys have platinum puppies?
Oh, well, Chanel's got a litter right now. I think a little girl and 2 boys, I think she has left. They are platinum fluffy terriers. That is from Love My Buble and her dog, Nova.
They're cute, good-looking dogs.
Gosh, yes.
But we have
we have
a
platinum that comes out of some of the litters. When they both carry cream, we'll get a platinum because they have the ingredients for lilac and tans, or blue and tans that carry cocoa, carry cream.
Well, I'd say every litter we have these days is a platinum in there, almost.
Yeah, if
almost.
not the whole thing.
Yep.
When you breed a platinum to a platinum, that's what you're going to get.
Right.
But these are bred to Love My Buble, which is a fluffy platinum boy, and Nova is a regular, so they're fluffy carriers. That means
platinum carriers. Right.
Fluffy carrier platinums.
Say that quickly.
Means they carry.
How many times do you say that quickly in a row?
That means that they carry fluffy on the inside of the genes there, so it's not fluffy on the outside, but it can produce.
You're going to go
bred
big hit on
to a full
everybody.
fluffy is.
You're doing great, honey. I'm not trying to. That's what you said.
Anyway, so when you breed a fluffy carrier to a full visual fluffy, you get half and half. Half fluffy carriers and half full fluffies that is actually visual fluffies.
I think go back about 6 years ago when we were producing our first platinums. I mean, that was just very rare, wasn't it? You just didn't see it. Now there's quite a few platinum. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Especially Buble, because he's a Polar Junior line, but he took on his size of his mother.
Small.
He is very small, short, compact, 20 pounds. He's a small, full visual fluffy platinum. That's Love My Buble.
And then
from My Breeder Supply.
Then we've got Sir Humblot, who is a AA recessive.
And
He was the
Rolex
first one of America.
Yeah.
Of course, that's
Or
not so rare
grandson,
anymore now. It was rare back then. We've got 2 of his sons, Napoleon and Duke. One's a Merle platinum, the other one's a straight platinum.
Yeah.
And then we've got lots and lots of stud dogs that will make platinum. So to make a platinum, what do you have to have? You've got to have a dog that
has the ingredients.
Which would be blue, cocoa, and cream to make a platinum dog. And what you really want is doubling up on as much of that as you can, so you can increase your chance to get platinum.
And Chanel's phone number is 580-799-2875 for those little platinum fluffy carrier babies. Please call us. And remember, that guy that's doing
Biggie Terry is a turd.
Love My Pups officials.
Don't
do
get
it
scammed.
because that's plural. Ours is Love My Pups official.
Yep.
This other guy is a scammer or woman. Who knows?
Or teenager.
Be careful.
Or young child.
That's why we tell people to call us. We can FaceTime, show you that puppy right there, practically in person.
We've done what we can do on this.
Bye.
Don't get scammed. See you guys.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.